Rich and Kirsten, and we've been living in our self-converted van in the Canadian Rockies. This week, our friends decided to rent a van and come out and join us for a week of adventuring. This is the Karma van, and we wanted to show you the differences between a self-converted van and the Karma van to see just what it's like to try van life for yourself. The Karma van can be picked up in Calgary or Vancouver, which is perfect for adventuring in the Canadian Rockies. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by Karma. The thoughts expressed in this video are exclusively ours and our friends alone. They did not receive any promotions or discounts in order to feature their van in this video. Let's start with the most obvious difference between these two vans, the size. The Karma van is the 148 extended van, which gives an extra 3 feet of length, and it's also the high roof, which gives an additional 10 inches of interior height. Our van is the 148 wheelbase non-extended. It also is the medium roof, which gives an interior height of 5 feet 8.5 inches. We're here at the Columbia ice fields, but we're headed down to one of our favorite lakes to take a deeper dive inside these vans and see what they have to offer.
Aside from the obvious size difference, there's not a whole lot to choose between these two vehicles. They're both gasoline-powered Ford Transits, they both have 3.5-liter V6 engines, and they both have very similar entertainment packages which have not really been upgraded. And both of these vehicles have rear windows, which is such a nice feature to have in a camper van. There are two main differences in the actual frame of the vehicle though. The Karma Campervan in its sliding door has a window, which is fantastic. It's something that at some point in time we would really love to install in our van, but the Karma Campervan's drivetrain is rear-wheel drive, whereas this DIY vehicle has an all-wheel drive drivetrain, which depending on what you're looking for may or may not be necessary to actually have the all-wheel drive configuration. But we're planning on using our vehicle in all 4 seasons and on some pretty bad backcountry roads, so we feel like the all-wheel drive benefit is worth paying extra for.
By far, the most noticeable thing about this van is just how spacious it is. I can't do this in our van. I mean, I feel like I could do cartwheels in the middle of this van. If we take a look in this main living area here, this kitchen counter space is huge. We probably have about the same combined counter space split between this side and this side, but as you can tell over here, there is no cabinet, which opens up this huge area for you to really enjoy. The one thing we really like about this van, which is one of the features we love about our van, is the blend between wood and modern materials. It gives a cozy feel and a really beautiful look. These cabinets are professionally made with really nice latches in order to be able to open them. And you've got a beautiful wood countertop here too. They've also installed what looks like a magnet bar. So all those like little tiny modern touches that you would find in your own home really add to the character of these vans. As for cooking in this van, it comes with a dual burner propane stove that you're supposed to use outside at all times. It's great for getting you outside to even appreciate nature while you're cooking your meal. They've also equipped the van with a awesome cooler. It has kept ice for 3 days, which is seriously impressive. However, you can pay a little extra and get them to put in a Dometic chest fridge instead. The Karma van also comes with running water, which we've learned makes all the difference when you're in a van like this. Running water allows you to shower off your head after a really hot day of hiking, do your dishes, drink water, and it's really easy to refill. There's one thing I really like about this van, which is the wood ceiling. They've done a really nice job blending it into the rest of the look of the van, so you get that kind of cabinish feel. There are some similarities and differences in the aesthetics between the two vans. We've both gone with light colors to help brighten up the space and make it feel more spacious. But the biggest difference is that the Karma van chose to use wood paneling on the ceiling, versus us, we decided to go with a bright white ceiling because it's more traditional to a home. And we've also used darker wood to accent our van, such as the far wall and the back of our bed and on the sink cabinet, versus the Karma van where it's just in the ceiling and the live edge shelf that sits above the bed. As with many vans, we decided to go with pot lights. We did, however, decide to go with a white light for color accuracy, just based on the fact that we're filming in here a lot, versus the Karma van, which uses a warmer light, which is a more homey feel because it's closer to incandescent light. There's a few big noticeable differences in the kitchen, and the first one is just the way that we've laid it out. Ours is split between two sides. The Karma van is exclusively on one side, which really helps with the open and airy feeling in the Karma van. We do have about equal amount of counter space when it's considered with the total stretch. This just works for us because of the shorter van. But we both have good spacious sinks with really nice faucets, which make it easy for cleaning up after cooking. Noticeably, the Karma van does not have a backsplash, which I can really understand why they wouldn't do, just because it is a lot of extra effort for it, and there is some risk that this might potentially fall apart. But one big similarity between us and the Karma van is we don't have a sunken cooktop. We choose to carry a single induction burner, which actually lives on our counter even when we're driving, and we also have a single butane burner for times where we don't want to use up too much induction power.
The differences in this van really start to show up in the actual design in the bedroom. In the Karma van, they've created a full-size queen platform bed, which opens up a ton of space for storage underneath the bed, which we're going to show you in a little bit. I love the bedding that they've put on. They've put on some nice designs with the Canadian Rockies on it, and it also has some extra storage beside the bed, which conveniently opens up to reveal a whole bunch more storage. Now, having a van that is this size, obviously there's going to be more storage than in a smaller vehicle, but it seems like they've done a really clever job in maximizing the potential storage space here. I truly believe that you could fit snowboards, skis, potentially an inflatable paddleboard or an inflatable kayak underneath the bed without any problems, and still be able to store all of the other essentials you need to live van life. They've also put a really nice wood shelf, which, contrary to popular belief, actually has a lip in it. So you could put stuff inside of there and it won't slide out when your vehicle's turning right or left. And they've also put some very nice paintings of wildlife on the side of the vehicle to really match with the type of terrain that we are in here in the Canadian Rockies. The vehicle also comes equipped with a bench platform, which I can't fold out because I'm in the way right now, and some extra storage under the bed. One of the major benefits of buying a bigger sized vehicle like the Karma Campervan obviously is going to be storage and the more spacious feel in the interior of the van. We wanted to negate some of the benefits that the bigger van had by creating a multifunctional space. By installing a Murphy bed, we actually created two distinct living spaces. As you can see, I'm currently standing in our beautiful living room, complete with an L bench and access to storage under the bench. We can also access the storage under this L bench from behind the vehicle, which gives us 2 points of entry and the ability to grab anything at any time. We had originally planned on putting a platform bed in this vehicle, but we thought it wouldn't be multifunctional enough. So this Murphy bed allows us, when it's time to go to bed, to just simply fold down our bed and lay down on our full-size double mattress and reveal some additional storage behind the bed. We put some shelves and some cupboards in there to store things like linens and towels that would just kind of get in the way or be potentially more difficult to store in the Karma Campervan. When it comes to electricity in a van, it is very, very important to have some source of power. And in this vehicle, there is a battery bank. I'm not 100% sure how big the battery bank is, so I'll try and find out what type of battery and just how big it is and put it on the screen here for you somewhere. They've installed a 350 watt inverter, which is not really enough to charge much more than a laptop, your cell phone's camera, but it certainly does the trick for everything except for potentially using an induction cooktop, which this vehicle is not equipped for. This vehicle does not have a DC to DC charger, but it does have a couple hundred watts of solar on the roof, which helps trickle charge the battery throughout the day, especially on a warm, bright summer day just like this one.
Like most RVs, you don't have to worry about the cupboard doors coming open while you're driving. Karma's equipped the vans with roller catches, which are great for making sure that everything stays in the cupboards while you're driving. We chose magnets, but that's just personal preference. One thing that we really like about the setup of this van is all your controls are located in one area. They have equipped this van with an S-bar heater, so when it does start to get really cool in shoulder season, you still have the option to be nice and cozy in here. They also have this awesome controller for monitoring your battery, so you know if it's safe to plug in your devices and if you have enough power to do so. They've also equipped it with two 12-volt outlets here with USB sockets, so you don't have to worry about remembering your little brick for your iPhone. One way that Karma's been able to make the queen size mattress really work in this van is by having the platform extend all the way out to the door, We left that extra space there for storage, but this is a great use of space. They also help you get privacy through the 2 rear curtains that can be drawn, and in the front there's insulating curtains to help reduce some of the heat coming through. But check out all this incredible space in the back of the van. I mean, you could fit like 4 of me in this area. You could probably easily fit at least 2 bikes under here, which is super cool. They've also given you 2 chairs here that can be used outside. There's also a table so that you never have to be without a surface to cook on. We hope you enjoyed the tour of these 2 vans. Personally, we love the Karma van and the opportunity that it gives for people to try van life for themselves. Obviously, there's something really special about getting to personalize a van for yourself, but on a temporary basis, the Karma van is a great option to get outdoors and enjoy the best of the Canadian Rockies. We didn't go into too much detail about our van in this video because there is a full tour available. You can find it linked here or down below in the comment section. We also did a step-by-step time-lapse video, which we've also made available down below that you can check out for yourself if you want to know how we built our own van. If you're interested in following along on our journeys, we'd love it if you hit that subscribe button and maybe even hit the notification bell. Leave us a comment down below letting us know what you like about these 2 builds and if you try out the Karma van for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to our patrons as always for supporting us. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!